We begin today's wrestling news and rumors video with some major news regarding former WWE champion Big E, and by all means it's definitely not the best of news for Big E's fans. Now, as most of you are well aware, Big E suffered from a broken neck following Friday Night SmackDown last week, after taking a botched belly-to-belly suplex outside the ring by Ridge Holland. Not surprisingly, there is a lot of concern about Big E's status in WWE following this devastating injury on SmackDown last week, and according to a new backstage rumor, Big E's career in WWE may sadly be finished as an in-ring competitor. For those of you unaware, Big E has been talking about a possible retirement from WWE for the past couple of years, with Big E making it clear on numerous occasions that he does not want to wrestle into his 40s, in an effort to preserve his health as he gets older, though Big E did sort of change his mind a while back considering he reportedly feels better than ever before and continuously improving in many aspects. But Big E's original sentiment was that he was going to be retired by the age of 35. And Big E is now 36 years old after having turned 36 at the beginning of this month. However, while Big E seemed content with continuing his wrestling career a bit longer, this bad neck injury may have completely changed those plans, unfortunately. According to one of our sources, there is concern behind the scenes in WWE that following Big E's broken neck sustained on SmackDown, Big E's career in WWE as an in-ring performer may be over, because for those of you unaware, Big E's C1 and C6 vertebrae were fractured, and while that may not require surgery, it is well known that these types of fractures tend not to heal completely, and as a result, Big E may not be allowed to wrestle again. And this is quite honestly a very similar situation to Jason Jordan, who had suffered a serious neck injury a few years ago and was not allowed to return to the ring in WWE, and instead took on a backstage producer role behind the scenes. As well, another comparable example is Tyson Kidd, who has still not been cleared to return to the ring after suffering a neck and spinal injury a few years back from a botched muscle buster from Samoa Joe. Now, if these new rumors are true and Big E's career in WWE may sadly be finished as an in-ring performer, this is definitely truly sad and unfortunate news, as Big E had a lot of untapped potential as a possible top star for the company, and many fans were left disappointed with Big E's WWE title reign, with most feeling WWE did not really book Big E the way he should have been booked as the WWE champion, with many hoping that one day Big E could get another chance to have a second world title run. This may not end up coming to fruition, unfortunately, and Big E may effectively be retired from WWE following the neck injury on SmackDown, because as of right now, Big E's status in WWE does not look overly good or promising, and the chances of him getting cleared to wrestle again if his fractures don't heal fully are quite slim. With that being said, while lots were not exactly happy with Big E's WWE Championship run, and Big E's booking following the end of his title run, with Langston immediately getting demoted down the card after losing his title, at least Big E did get that one world title run in the WWE regardless, because whether or not it was the best run, that was an accomplishment that Big E had deserved for quite some time, and he ended up getting that big career-defining moment, which is great. However, let's hope for the best and that Big E can eventually be cleared to return to action in WWE, because there is still a lot he can do for the company and could easily be booked as a main event world title contender again with the right booking and creative direction. So let's hope Big E can recover from this scary injury and make a huge comeback soon. With that said, if Big E's WWE career is over from an in-ring standpoint, how would you rank Big E's career in WWE overall? Do you feel like Big E was underutilized or underrated during his time spent in WWE, despite his recent world title run, or was Big E utilized the best he could by WWE? Sound off in the comment section below. Now, a lot of fans have been patiently waiting for the rumored return of Cody Rhodes to WWE, who has recently left AEW. But despite rumors regarding multiple WWE shows where Cody could have returned on, Rhodes has yet to make a public on-screen appearance in WWE, which has definitely caused there to be some doubt regarding these rumors of Cody Rhodes actually making that return to WWE to begin with. However, on this past week's episode of Monday Night Raw, WWE certainly did not shy away from making some remarks to tease Cody Rhodes' WWE return, because during Seth Rollins' match against Kevin Owens, commentator Corey Graves made a few references teasing Cody Rhodes, such as Seth's WrestleMania hopes have been dashed or his dream has become a nightmare. which not surprisingly got wrestling fans talking that Cody is on his way to WWE very soon, and likely for a WrestleMania 38 feud against Seth Rollins. As of right now, Seth Rollins is without a WrestleMania opponent or feud, and there really is no clear direction for Rollins going into the biggest pay-per-view of the year, and that may very well be because WWE is secretly planning a huge match between Seth Rollins and the returning Cody Rhodes at the Showcase of the Immortals this year. And that would certainly explain the Cody Rhodes references or teases during Seth Rollins' match against Kevin Owens on Raw this week, as WWE are seemingly getting fans excited and ready for Cody Rhodes' inevitable return to the company. According to a new backstage report, there is speculation that Cody Rhodes vs Seth Rollins is already listed internally as the match for the WrestleMania 38 card next month. And if that is the case, this is by all means a huge and worthwhile return storyline for Cody Rhodes, and an equally worthwhile opponent for Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, who has been lost in the shuffle so to speak up to this point going into WrestleMania, and there's no doubt most fans feel Seth Rollins deserves the big match on the WrestleMania 38 card. As we get closer to the huge title versus title unification match between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 38, there are not surprisingly lots of new shocking rumors regarding the plans Vince McMahon and WWE have in place following this match that has a massive implication, with the WWE and Universal Championships to be unified, with the winner of the match taking all. As of right now, current backstage reports indicate that WWE are leaning towards Roman Reigns winning this title unification match against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 38. And following this huge win, Roman Reigns may be making a sad announcement that will change the landscape of WWE as we have come to know it. According to one of our sources, Roman Reigns may be announcing after WrestleMania that the Universal Championship is retiring from WWE, with Roman effectively being the last superstar to hold the Universal title, and that a new championship belt will be unveiled by Reigns after announcing the sad retirement of the Universal title, which will be the new Unified World Championship in WWE. There is even an image going around the wrestling community possibly showing a prop title belt that could resemble the new Unified World Championship. Now, a lot of fans may view Roman Reigns announcing the retirement of the Universal Championship as being sad or unfortunate, because Roman definitely elevated that Universal title to a whole new level over the last year and a half, and to see that belt vanish is an upsetting thought for lots who feel Roman has made that championship extremely prestigious, and more so even than the WWE title, and that the idea of a unified world championship is not that great sounding, especially when the design of this new belt may not be that revolutionary or exciting.